DTR. Some of you will recognize what these letters stand for. For a young man in a relationship, these letters strike fear in their hearts. They dread the DTR talk. The objective is to postpone, run away, and put off DTR for as long as possible. DTR stands for define the relationship. This is an official talk that takes place at some point in a relationship to determine the level of commitment. You define the relationship and decide where things stand. Is it casual or is it committed? I remember one time going on a date in high school, and on the first date, she tried to have the DTR, and that relationship ended PDQ. But there comes a point when it's important to define the relationship, and you see if things have moved past infatuation or admiration and moving towards deeper devotion and commitment. We need to define the relationship between ourselves and Jesus. What exactly is the commitment level? He seems like a good guy, and you like having something to do on the weekends. What it comes down to is this. You want to have a relationship with Jesus with all the benefits, but none of the commitment. You want to be a fan of Jesus, but not a follower. In Luke 9:23, Jesus put it this way, "If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." Followers deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow him. A fan is simply defined as an enthusiastic admirer, and the DTR question is this: are you a fan or a follower? I think for years I was more fan than follower, in large part because I confused knowing about Jesus with knowing Jesus. But there's a difference between knowledge and intimacy. I grew up thinking it was my knowledge and my good behavior that made me a follower. I loved Jesus, and I knew a lot about Jesus, but I didn't know Jesus. I wasn't talking to him about my day. I wasn't listening for him to speak into my life. See, a lot of us don't mind Jesus once a week on Sunday. We don't mind making some minor change in our lives, but Jesus wants to turn our lives upside down. We come thinking tune-up, but Jesus is thinking overhaul. We think a little decorating is required, and Jesus wants a complete remodel. But the truth is that it is only in letting Jesus interfere with our lives that we find real life. Jesus didn't come to this earth so that you would be better behaved or to tweak your personality or to fine-tune your manners or smooth out your rough spots. He wants total transformation. The objective of the gospel is not to make you a well-behaved person, but to turn your life upside down. Jesus didn't come to change me, but to kill me. When I quit fighting for the controls of my life and surrender everything to him, when I die to myself and live for him, I find life that is truly life. In Luke chapter 9, verse 23, Jesus says that if we want to follow him, we must deny ourselves and take up our cross daily.